Hey guys. uh, so I had a few days off hanging out with my friend Alex. Um, and I also was hanging out with my sister. Again with the glucose. uh, for a little bit. She's not doing too great. Uh, but that's okay. She's handling it. Um, uh, there's also a situation where my grandmother, my mame, because I'm French Canadian, um, she's not doing too good either. Um, and uh, yesterday I found out that she was sent to the hospital. That's nothing new, but she has been getting worse and worse. Uh, just in general. She's 94, so it makes sense. Uh, but my younger sister uh, is very devastated and not taking it very well. Same with a lot of people around me, but due to just how I kind of view things and my autism. Yes, I have autism and ADHD on top of epilepsy. Um, it just gives me a different outlook. So I don't react the same way as the average person, and people mistake it as me being cold or heartless or something. When in reality, I feel relieved that they're no longer suffering once they're gone, because you have to also understand that by the time you're around 80, your whole body is like deteriorating, it's in pain. You have arthritis, or you're going through dementia, or other things like that, and over time you just need more and more help, and you feel more and more helpless, and you're watching everyone around you die before you, and you aren't sure if your next best friend is going to be around with you long enough, and it becomes a lonely existence, especially when you're a senior who has no family, or that it has empathy enough to go and visit you, right? And it becomes a lonely existence on top of being in a lot of pain. So I personally find relief that if she does pass away, she's no longer in pain. She's no longer suffering. She's no longer alone either, because my Pepe, her husband, will be there spiritually. She'll have all of her family and friends that have already passed away. She'll be with her sisters again and stuff like that. And but people don't always see that. They think, oh great, we're losing another person in our lives, and stuff like that. Like it feels painful for them, and I understand that, but I'm just a little bit weird, I guess. But yeah. uh Sorry for that really heavy subject matter and being so forward about it. Um but it is a fact of life, especially on my end, because that is like an actual life update. Um, on a brighter note, I have been playing Heartopia more. Again with the glucose. Heartopia a bit more. Uh, I find that there's not really a lot to do, and I finally got around to doing the building quest, like where you have to um, edit and change your housing area. And let's just say it was not uh, developed with mobile stuff in mind. It's like very pain in the assy to use. Um, and Animal Crossing, New Horizons. Um, it got its 3.0 update. Um, I haven't done the update and played it yet, but I do have New Horizons. I just haven't played it in years. I couldn't get past making my town good enough for KK Slider to actually do his stupid performance. And I got really frustrated because I did everything I could for it to happen and it still didn't happen. And I was like, well, what's the point of this if it's going to be so tedious to do the bare fucking minimum? So I stopped playing. And I haven't touched it since. And I think that that's okay. Because, yeah. I'm more excited for Star Sand Island. I think that's going to be a lot of fun, especially when they implement the theme park area. Because yes, that's one of their main points of gameplay is that you also can make a theme park attraction later in the game. And I think that's pretty cool because I do miss my favorite theme park game was Thrillville Off the Rails. And there was never any new Thrillville games really after that. So I've been missing something to like kind of not quite replace it, but like, you know, when you're craving a specific type of gameplay or theme and nothing in the past 10-20 years has been able to like really fit that area, and you're just kind of disappointed a little bit, you know? Yeah, that's how I feel with Thrillville Off the Rails. So I hope that with Star Sand Island, I'll have a little bit of that coming back. I know that it won't be like epic trick roller coasters and stuff like that, but it would still be, I think, better than Roller Coaster Tycoon or sim versions of that, you know? I made the 2 meals I made when Alex came over. Yes, I'm going to switch topics now. The two meals I made were a mushroom and bacon soup with orzo that he devoured. He loved it. And it was very basic too. It wasn't like it wasn't too extreme. And I even just used canned mushrooms. There's a particular brand of canned mushroom that I use, though. I don't use the ones from Costco because those ones are very gross, and for whatever reason, they aren't cleaned properly, so you get a bit of dirt or sand in some of the cans, and it's just gross. These ones are President's Choice. And that's like Superstore No Frills Loblaws. The main large grocery chain that we have in Canada, that it's their store brand, one of 3, because they also own T&T now, which is an Asian supermarket. It's mostly Chinese, but they also have a few other things like from Korea, Japan, and Thailand. But yeah, and I used onion and garlic, of course. You can't cook anything without onion and or garlic. And like vegetable broth and a can of mushroom soup. Very basic, but very tasty. And then I made tomato beans. And I tried to make them a little bit on the spicy end, but it didn't end up that way. I used Mrs. Dash's extra spicy and chili powder. It was like medium to light salsa spicy. Pretty sad, but it was still tasty. Unfortunately, I did have like a weird stomach issue because I drank too much Emergency. That's like a drink for giving you extra vitamin C, and I drank a little bit too much of it, so I got a stomach ache and passed out before I could eat my whole portion. But there's still leftovers, so that's okay. I did eat my bowl a few minutes to about an hour ago. Ugh, my brain's a little bit foggy. Yeah. I don't know what else to really update about. Yeah. I'm a pretty boring person, honestly. And I apologize for that. If you want, you can like ask me about anime, you can ask me about manga, video games, stuff like that. I don't know if my takes on any of that would be like something anyone would be interested in, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm still figuring out what to write for my first narrated video. Because there is a lot of different ideas I want to write and stuff, but at the same time, excuse me, did to yawn there. At the same time, I'm not sure if what I write will make anything will be enjoyable for other people. Because I prefer low stakes, historical fantasy, historical fiction, um, uh, sci-fi, but like, uh, how do I explain this? I liked the Lunar Chronicles, which gives a different take on certain fairy tale female leads, like Cinderella and Red Riding Hood. I also really like Seraphina and Shadowscale. I like Anne of Green Gables and like the Babysitter's Club and stuff like that. Nancy Drew. More so in like a, but those ones, those three, I much prefer as like visual media over literature. Uh, for I don't know. My brain is all over the place when it comes to media. But I do read, so yeah. Um yeah. 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 uh so I yeah. I guess this is bye.